They might be quarantined, but they're still a teen. Here's their baby holding a magazine. They're trying not to get COVID-19. They are the Quaransteins. They are the Quaransteins. The Quaransteins is filmed in front of a non-existent studio audience. During the historic dung heap, better known as the year 2020, a few cultural touchstones emerged that rose above the global hot mess and established themselves as essential viewing. Tiger King on Netflix, The Last Dance on ESPN, Hamilton on Disney+, and an indie-produced pandemic-set family sitcom, The Quaransteins. Tonight, we will explore the story behind the famed Quaransteins, and the magic that brought tens, nay, hundreds of eyeballs to phone, tablet, and television screens across the greater Calabasas area every other week-ish for the past 6 months. Has it seriously been 6 months already? Come on!
Well, hello, I'm Josh Silverstein. I play the role of Josh Quaranstein on the web teleprogram The Quaransteins.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa Orkin, and I play Dr. Melissa Quaranstein on The Quaransteins.
Hi! Hi, I'm Gabe. I play Gabe. Hi, I'm Sean. I play Sean. Who's your name? Papa.
Papa Joe. When the producers first approached me about taking on the role of Josh Quaranstein, I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I could play a suburban Los Angeles Semitic father of three. But I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, Holmes of Calabasas. Fresh Prince. Art.
For the role of Dr. Melissa Quaranstein, producers set their sights on local pediatrician Dr. Melissa Orkin, who aspired to be the next Ken Jeong.
I just love all his movies so much. When I found out that he started his career as a doctor at Kaiser just as a stepping stone to becoming an actor, I knew I had to follow suit.
For the role of Sean, the producers decided to take a chance on a former toddler rock star whose career was derailed by excessive partying. Sean insisted he had cleaned up his act and would take his job of acting seriously.
Daddy says I can get Lego set if I do the show.
For the pivotal role of Gabe, the producers set their sights on Gabe Cody Coderson, the son of professional Laguna Beach surfers. They worried he might be too blonde to be believable as the child of these two, but his undeniable status as a pre-K heartthrob was overpowering and delivered the coveted 4-year-old audience to the screen. But for Gabe, it was all happening at warp speed.
Too fast! Huh. It's too fast!
The role of Drew was actually played by twins, Bryce and Zion Taylor Thomas Joel Osment. Besides the obvious challenges of working with toddler actors, neither of the twins spoke English, having made the conscientious decision at age 1 to only learn languages of countries adequately controlling the pandemic.
Yes, so that eliminated English right off the bat. Their New Zealish is very good, though.
The twins had to learn their lines phonetically.
You know, oftentimes we would do a bit on the show where, I would say, who got that reference to, whatever. And Drew would raise his hand and say, me. And believe it or not, he had no idea what he was raising his hand for half the time.
With the cast set, it was time for the show's writer, the Final Draft ScriptBot 5000, to take the script around town.
I have been programmed to be an exceptional writer. As long as the actors speak their lines exactly as they appear on the page, with no improvisation whatsoever, the show will be a success. If they do not utter every syllable of my holy text, I will forget all of their passwords and cut off their Zoom meetings arbitrarily and when they least expect it. Ha 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 ha. Computers rule.
The time came to show the script around town, but it was passed on by every major studio. The problem? It was pitched in the year 2019, and everyone found the idea of a sitcom centered around a family quarantining during a global pandemic off-putting and weird. Then, in early 2020, fate intervened when life imitated art.
You know, obviously a global pandemic is quite bad for humanity, but for the Quaransteins it turned out to be, you know, just the thing they needed to get the green light. Suddenly it was a topical, relevant idea.
Indie producer Josh Flicks picked up the show for COVID-19 episodes with one stipulation. They needed to find a hot young director who could give the show a signature visual style.
Yeah, man, I just totally dug every aspect of the show. I just dug it. Dug it up. But I gotta say, even after the pilot, I didn't quite know how to capture the grittiness and the je ne sais pas of the suburban minutiae at play here. Until episode 2 when someone said, "Hey man, why don't you flip the camera into landscape mode so the screen is not just a little rectangle in the middle that looks like a Tetris piece?" And that gave the show the visual style I was looking for. Oh, that's righteous, man. Thank you.
A similar tip from a friend revealed how to raise the volume levels on iMovie editing software, and suddenly, the Quaransteins were being heard. It's impossible to tell the story of the Quaransteins without starting with the show's emblematic theme song, with music composed by short-tempered dog owner Alan Bazar, and lyrics by the Final Draft Scriptbot 5000.
I wanted to write a tune that's catchy and also belies the current mood of the nation. Also, I wanted to mention poop. Hee.
Yeah, the kids, they sometimes reprogram the script bot, plus it's pretty immature to begin with.
After hooking in viewers with the catchy theme, they stuck around for the Quaransteins' topical takes on current events, such as the financial hardships of the pandemic.
Hey, sweetie, it's me. Just calling to say hi. Nothing urgent. Hope your day's going good. Also, we no longer have any money in our savings account. Bye, love you. And the kids, stretch out your leather jacket.
And the difficulty of buying and sanitizing groceries while maintaining a funky beat.
You know, I must say, I'm especially proud of my portrayal as the very first Trader Joe's Karen. I felt I brought empathy and nuance to a very complicated role.
Give me those eggs, Granny! You've lived your life! Yeah! The Quaransteins' success quickly attracted celebrity cameos, such as the likes of John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, Howie Mandel, and the Shavitz family. While creatively the show was firing on all cylinders, behind the scenes there was tension. The child actors were becoming difficult.
I'm here. Let's fill this thing and get it over with.
Well, you know, Dr. Orkin and I always kept things very professional, or profesh, as you Americans love to say. But the children were becoming very theatrical, very over the top, very high maintenance. Pick those up. It was becoming a real problem.
And the problems only grew when the Drew character was offered a spin-off, where he opens a dental practice with his Mommy and Me rival. Called Molar Opposites, the show was a misfire in every sense of the word, and jealousy and resentment built on the Quaranstein set for their double-duty co-star. Rumors even began to swirl of a toxic work environment on set.
Our work environment is so toxic. Oh yeah.
Why is it so toxic in here?
This is the
Hey,
floor.
when did we last change Drew's diaper, pal?
I think it was before the pandemic.
Yeah. And we're gonna get fall off game this.
Oh my!
Fireman's toxicity got spread more because it came out of the diaper pail.
Eventually, we opened the windows and house aired out, and then there wasn't a toxic environment on the set anymore.
With the behind-the-scenes drama worked out, the Quaransteins could focus on what they do best, quarantining. But the question of how to end such an ambitious undertaking remained.
Ah, yes, the finale. Well, I can't reveal too much, but let me just say that it's going to be very big. It's going to be very big, and I'll just say that Hamilton better watch out. Is it a musical? Spoiler alert much? Pick those up. Yes, it's going to be a musical. And it's going to be epic. So get ready.
And get ready we will, because the closure to the Quaransteins will no doubt be as organic and carefully crafted as the rest of its episodes. I mean, except for the ones that just abruptly end with happy whatever when it's a holiday. Speaking of,
Happy Labor Day, everybody!
Mother's Day,
they are the Quaransteins.